Adding a buffer layer. We will now add a buffer layer. A buffer is a specified distance around a map point. We are going to add a buffer layer around Mount St. Helens. Buffering a point creates a circular polygon around that point. Since we know that Mount St. Helens erupted magma to a distance of 20 kilometers, we want to see on a map the distance that the magma erupted. The buffering layer has already been done for you, so you just need to add the layer from My Contents. First you click on the Add Data button, then search for layers. This layer is located in My Contents, so you need to locate to My Contents folder and untick within Map Area. Type in Volcano Buffer. And click Go. Add the layer, then done adding layers. As you can see, the map is zoomed to that layer. If you can't see the buffer, click the drop-down arrow beside Volcano Buffer and select Zoom to. To find out information about features and layer, click the drop-down arrow beside our layer's name and select Show Table. As you can see, the layers create a 20-kilometer buffer in distance. This buffer is located in the US. To close the table, click the Close button at the top right-hand corner. We can also count features in a buffer. Perhaps we may want to find out how many earthquakes are located within the 20-kilometer buffer. This step has already been done for you, so all you need to do is add another layer within My Contents. So click Add, search for layers, and it's already in My Content and the box is unticked. So now type in earthquakes, earthquakes buffer, or Helens earthquakes. Click the Add button. These are the earthquakes located within Mount St. Helens 20-kilometer buffer. Now click Done Adding Layers. You should now see all the earthquakes in the buffer. These earthquakes have been highlighted for you. To see the earthquakes more clear, we can lower the transparency of the earthquakes outside the buffer or change the colour. For now, we will change the transparency of the earthquakes outside the buffer. To do this, click the drop-down arrow beside earthquakes and click Transparency. Change it to around 45 to 50 mark. This allows us to see the earthquakes within the buffer more clearly. We can also change the size of earthquakes within the buffer by clicking Change Symbol, Options, Change Symbol, and change the size to 24. Click Apply, Done, and Done Changing Symbols. We can now distinguish the earthquakes located within the buffer more clearly. To count how many points are within the buffer, we simply show the table of that layer. Click the drop-down arrow beside Helens earthquakes and click Show Table. As you can see, it shows 26 features at the top of the table. This tells us there are 26 earthquakes located within that 20-kilometer buffer. If you scroll down, it gives a brief information about each of the earthquakes: the depth, the longitude, the latitude, the magnitude, etc. If you want to match the information to that buffer, click on each row and it will highlight that earthquake on the map, as you can see. Close the table for now. Perhaps it will be interesting to know if there are any towns near Mount St. Helens. To find out this, we need to add another layer of the North American towns and cities located within the 20-kilometer Mount St. Helens buffer to our map. This layer is located in My Contents. Click on the Add Data button again, search for layers, and as before, ensure the folder is selected to My Contents and that the box is unticked. Now type in Towns Buffer. And click Go. Add the layer and click Done Adding Layers. To distinguish the Towns layer from the other points, change the symbol of the Towns layer to a suitable symbol. Click the drop down arrow, change symbols, options, change symbols, and change this to General Infrastructure. Select the white house with the blue background. As in the far right column, fourth row down. Click Apply to see the changes. As you can see, done and done changing symbols. You may need to change the color of the volcano buffer to see the features within the buffer more clearly. To do this, you need to change the symbols of the volcano buffer. Click the drop down arrow, change symbols, change symbols again, and select the bright green shape with a blue outline, located in the bottom left of the shapes. Click Apply and Done. And done changing symbols. We now have a clear visual map that can easily be interpreted, and if you click on the town point on the map, the name and a brief description will pop up. As you can see, the name of this town is Cougar.